He bored. Why you don't play Fortnite on that, Coco? Ain't that got like one of the rarest pickaxes in the game? I'm bored. I got free Fortnite.
Sdon, what is your purpose in life? I'm gonna help the environment, specifically with pollinating plants. Oh, you're gonna pollinate the plants to help them grow? Thank you for your hard work, man. No problem. I'm gonna stab people with the world's deadliest poison. Oh, what? I am helping the environment. I'm reducing the number of humans on the planet. What's your purpose in life, little guy? I'm gonna help the environment, specifically by being your at-home pest control. Oh, thank you so much. No problem. I'm gonna hide in the grass and bite you. Huh? And that's not even the worst part. You're not gonna be able to eat red meat for the rest of your life. Steak, lamb, almost everything. You might as well become a vegetarian. What's your purpose in life? I'm gonna put all my babies inside your body. They're gonna hatch inside your body, and then those babies are gonna hatch other babies inside your body. This dude, Hey Google, is my son. That's why you need screens to score. Shut up. We're doing $1,000 Wawa tonight. This dude, Hey Google, is my son. That's why you need screens to score. Shut up. We're doing $1,000 Wawa tonight. This dude, Hey Google, is my son. That's why you need screens to score. Shut up. We're doing $1,000 Wawa tonight. This dude, Hey Google, is my son. That's why you need screens to score. Shut up. We're doing $1,000 Wawa tonight. This dude, Hey Google, is my son. That's why you need screens to score. Shut up. We're doing $1,000 Wawa tonight. This dude, Hey Google, is my son. That's why you need screens to score. Shut up. We're doing $1,000 Wawa tonight. This dude, Hey Google, is my son. That's why you need screens to score. Shut up. We're doing $1,000 Wawa tonight. This dude, Hey Google, is my son. Smoke killer, people talk behind your back like you don't have a clue. A lot of people in the world say, grab the guy that closes the door. Like a smoke killer, people talk behind your back like you don't have a clue. A lot of people in the world say,
Resign that you're unathletic. Bro, I hope nothing in this video relates to you. Coming in at number 3, and this is a dead giveaway. Like if somebody is walking in their feet, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Coming in at number 2, and we're only worse leaders. We have increased. But this shit doesn't even look real. Nobody want to walk around like the fucking fans can't wrap their back for they ass. This is a skit for ice builders. And some stuff can't be lifted. So they looked up Larry Will's ride. That's when they point everything we need to do. And that's the number 1 sign unathletic. If you're uncoordinated, I'm talking about tripping over yourself, untied, bumping into people on accident. 3 signs that you're unathletic. Bro, I hope nothing in this video clicks to you.
Nej, jag ser att det är något sånt där.
So I'm getting to the car. I hear, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm
That girl freaking taking you with me to maintain the pool of a famous American influencer. She has millions of followers online and is constantly talking about kindness, positivity, and treating people with respect. But what happened that day left me completely confused. The moment I arrived at her mansion, something felt strange. No greeting, no smile, not even eye contact. She simply pointed at the pool and said, "Make it look perfect. I'm filming tomorrow." When I tested the water, I immediately saw the problem. The pool had been neglected for weeks. Chemistry was completely off. Algae were beginning to form, and fixing everything properly was going to take time. I explained that I could restore it. Some treatments needed a few hours to work safely. She didn't seem happy about that. Every few minutes she came back asking, "Is it done yet? And why is this taking so long?" Meanwhile, she was filming videos around the property, smiling for the camera as if everything was perfect. After hours of work, the transformation was incredible. The water was crystal clear and the pool looked brand new. She walked outside, looked at it for a few seconds, and quietly went back inside. I thought that was it. A few minutes later, her assistant came out and handed me an envelope. Inside was a $25,000 tip and a handwritten note that said, "Thank you for saving my filming schedule." That's when I realized I may have judged her too quickly. I'll let you guess who it was in the comments. And tell me honestly, would you have assumed she was rude too, or was I wrong from the start? I'm taking you with me to maintain the pool of a famous American influencer. She has millions of followers online and is constantly talking about kindness, positivity, and treating people with respect. But what happened that day left me completely confused. The moment I arrived at her mansion, something felt strange. No greeting, no smile, not even eye contact. She simply pointed at the pool and said, "Make it look perfect. I'm filming tomorrow." When I tested the water, I immediately saw the problem. The pool had been neglected for weeks. Chemistry was completely off. Algae were beginning to form, and fixing everything.
not going live again. I don't care who gave me the phone. And stop putting shades on my head.
So is it true that you know everything about your day one homie? Of course.
People do ask about
Bitch, where the fuck is you at? I knew it was innocent. I knew it was that. It been a killer's girls. Don't act so hard, shy. I'm so boy, mom. Whole time. Yeah, you a freak.
Do they deserve the hate? Honestly, no. They're way too overhated, which is ironic because they're actually really good. I don't know why it ever became cool to hate on them. Yes, deserves the hate. Do they deserve the hate?
Michael Jackson really went in the studio and he said, "Met her on the way to Chicago. Where she okay. Oh, I don't like her. Oh yeah? Then why you blushing? I'm not blushing. Bro, I don't.
Learning how to play Fortnite comp until I get earnings, day 23. I instantly start off snagging a refresh, and having no movement, am forced to pick up these boots, so I'm just going all willy-nilly trying to get up this mountain. But these boots just have a mind of their own, and I get storm sickness. Next game, I start off hot, getting a free kill, and not wanting to get caught on back zone. I just leave it and almost have a near-death incident. My next rotate, I scouted a bit more smoothly, getting front zone, and then elevated a layer since I still have metal. Now, same shot, different toilet. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. Once again, I shot front, but end up getting slammed mid-air, leaving me literally one fart away from utter death. Once I land, I look back, but don't hit anything, so just try to head for full low, playing my movement and max out until. Here I'm chilling until.
So he basically said he never wear my chain so he could let me in Stream University. You want your own? Oh, sick. What you gotta do? Okay, all right. That's all I need to say, brother. I haven't done worse. Remember that one time we had to do that one day? What the? You be talking about that. Forget you changed. So he basically said he never wear my chain. The 36 was go. It's a fancy when you visit South Korea. 1-0. Congratulations, Mexico. It's amazing. And don't forget about us. We'll also qualify after retaining
God.
We have new sprites in the game. This update, the Galaxy sprites, new variant of the current sprites. What a fire to the very rare 0 point. Pretty much what we had gummy variants of, we have now Galaxy variants of, which means there's going to be a new super rare Galaxy 0 point sprite. They always bring out new sprites every Thursday, and this is out right now. Apparently, they're also going to do a Galaxy Day. It's going to be more of a chance of us finding these Galaxy sprites. Really, us as a community really need to get hunting right now, just like the original 0 point. Let's be the first one to find the Galaxy 0 point right here. I am live right now. Galaxy sprite hunting.
Ah.
Slightly bone legs or pigeon toes. I personally do not know what it is, but every single generational athlete has at least one of these traits. You cannot tell me otherwise. That is obviously the exception of a couple, but you can see what I'm getting at. Their legs literally exhibit all type of different movements. And secondly, which is the most obvious, is for fucking black. Or because we talk on a whole lot of diapers. This is one of the most telltale signs that we're either athletic or going to be athletic. Basically, without incentive to survive this range, that will cause you to be more athletic. Black people are just simply not athletic to make anything from that. I promise you, how did you know to expect
Before I could say anything, my friends shoved me into the front seat of the Kingdom Come roller coaster at Six Flags, snapped the safety bar shut, and started chanting chicken behind me. Lil Cray thumped the back of my seat, yelling, "Don't pee yourself, chicken," into my ear. I'd been telling them all morning that I was scared of coasters. Kingdom Come was about to shoot us 456 feet straight up at 128 miles an hour. My knuckles were white on the bar before we even left the station. The train rolled onto the launch strip and shot forward so hard my head slammed into the headrest. The track flipped vertical, so I was suddenly staring straight up at the sky. My stomach started flipping as we climbed higher, and the whole park shrank beneath my feet. Just a window I 2 hours ago felt like it was falling up my throat. At the top of the tower, the coaster paused for half a second of pure weightlessness. My stomach finally gave up, and so did my bladder. I felt it coming, so I leaned forward. The coaster tipped over the edge, and time slowed down. I watched the burrito fly out in a long brown arc, with the peas streaming up after it, both floating in front of my face. My hands shot up to catch it, but it drifted past my fingers. Behind me, my friends had their mouths stretched wide open from the coaster's momentum. Gravity caught up, and the burrito and peas splashed into their open mouths. We rolled into the station. The safety bar clicked over. I climbed out and turned around. Lil Cray had chunks of breakfast burritos sliding down his bangs. The two girls behind him had pea streaks across their faces. I smirked and said, "I told you guys I was scared of coasters, but at least I did it right, guys." They all turned to the sides and threw up. The ride home was quiet, and nobody called me chicken after that. Before I could say anything, my friends shoved me into the front seat.
Oh my dude, what type of fair this game was on, dude? This game is shit. Oh, because nobody wanna play this.
Oh, I thought you were going to say between us, so I was going to ask you.
Sorry, the barrier has been enabled.
Nothing on me. I would have voted me lucky.
Which skin is today is part of the head?
My grandma called me at 6 in the morning to tell me she'd broken TikTok. She
for a week, only to watch my videos and tap the little heart, and she didn't even know how to post. So when she said her video had 300,000 views, I told her she was reading it wrong. She wasn't. She'd leaned her phone against a bowl on the counter, hit record by accident, and filmed 40 seconds of herself fighting a batch of pierogi dough. Stick to the counter one more time and I'll throw you in the damn trash, she told it. The comments lost their minds. A grandma who cusses at her food is the content I needed, one wrote. And by that afternoon, the video had 1,000,000 views. I had no idea she was just getting hooked up. The next morning, a box from a knife company nobody ordered showed up on her porch, and her phone buzzed across the counter until she blinked and faced it. She slid it over to me. You do the computer part. So I did. A flower brand emailed first, and they wanted her bad, but the message asked her to please keep the language family friendly. I read it to her out loud. Family friendly, she said. I've been cussing since before their grandparents were born. And she held out her hand. Give me that phone. She typed her reply with 2 fingers and hit send. You can kiss my butt. I don't tone down for nobody. Then she filmed the next video, dropped a whole pierogi on the floor, and said something I can't repeat. It hit 2 million by morning. The worse her mouth got, the bigger she got. 6 weeks in, the flower brand came back, and this time the contract was $10,000 for 3 videos. I read every line out loud at her kitchen table. The last one said she had to maintain her authentic voice, including her natural language. I looked up at her. They're paying you to curse now. She didn't even blink. Took them long enough, so she signed it, looked dead into the camera for her first paid video, held up a bag of their flour, and said, this is the only brand with the balls to let me talk like this. It's pinned to the top of her page. She still calls me at 6 in the morning, but now it's to ask if she's allowed to say the really bad ones on camera yet. I haven't told her no once. My grandma called me at 6. My grandma called me at 6.
Don't play well. And you can't beat me, JJ. And you cannot beat me. So listen. I said, and you cannot beat me, JJ. Don't play well.
What's the prehistoric caveman do for fun? Well, the image of cavemen as dolls, human brutes who spend every waking moment fighting for survival is completely wrong. It wasn't just, we like rock, life's good, life good. We have evidence now, and it paints a picture. These are people with engaging inner lives, complex social rituals, and a genuine ability to have a good time. They made music. The oldest confirmed instruments are bone tools from about 30,000 years ago, carved with finger holes and with craftsmanship. Some reasons think singing and body percussion, clapping, stomping, chanting goes back at least 200,000 years. Much of performance is people think close together.
Stop! Yo, just go to me. You hop on.
And it's not just brands are being covered up everywhere. The reason is FIFA's strict commercial rules. Inside World Cup stadiums, only official sponsors are allowed to be visible. Everything else must be covered. No brand can be displayed unless it pays millions to FIFA for sponsorship rights. Even stadium names are replaced with the name of the host city. Musiala had to cover the logo on his headphones. Otherwise, he would not have been allowed to use them. Even the Levi's Stadium logo was covered with a large white banner and will remain hidden throughout the tournament because Levi's is not an official FIFA sponsor. But here's the ironic part. Covering the logos may actually be drawing even more attention to them. The Beats headphones have arguably received more exposure because the logo was hidden than they would have if it had remained visible. Even products such as ketchup and mayonnaise have to be covered with tape. Some people have also questioned whether hydration breaks exist purely for the players' well-being, or if they are primarily being used as additional opportunities to show advertisements. FIFA made Jamal Musiala cover the logo on his headphones before Germany's World
This is the best and safest path to find the new Galaxy Sprites right now.
I paid $2,500 for a live-in housekeeper to look after.
So,
Hey, Ray, what's going on? Oh, want something wrong? No, everything's great. Cedric, how are you?
Do you like butt cake?
Well, I like cake, but
Butt cake. Butt.
right, butt.
There's a silent D in it. B-U-N-D-T. Butt.
Yeah, I got it.
Anyway, I need to give this butt cake to your father.
Why?
He's polishing a bowling pin for me.
Right, yes, I think he's still in there working on that, so,
I have a nephew your age
Walk
thinking
home.
of moving
You know, it's
here.
funny, Miss Andrews, I would love to talk to you, but, not that much, so, he's from Milwaukee, there he is. Take this cake. Henry, you know about the cartoon that we're waiting for? Is that cake? What kind of cake is that? Oh, yeah, my neighbor lady made it for me. I think it's like a butt cake or something. I don't know. First episode of the cartoon right now. Case. How'd you guys get a copy? You know the production company that's making it? Yeah. They sent us one by mistake.
I told Ray to send it back, but he wanted to keep it so that we can watch it.
I'm a lovely little boy. So can we watch it? Yeah. Wait. Before we play the cartoon, I just want to say, it's really possible without me. Why do I sound like a girl?
Why do you care to make a oranges? Who are you guys?
Never say stuff like that. Yeah, and why am I sucking my thumb?
I didn't even turn this bag of church oranges.
Shh. Come here. Come start with me. Okay, first, I don't fly, and second, I'm pretty sure I don't have a propeller going. I know I do. Flying frogs? I can't. Are you okay, boy?
Don't sound like a boy.
no. No, that was my fault. Oh? Yeah, no. I had turned on. Keep that light on. I had turned on. I had that light off, and I was wondering where to play. So that great. And only a little bit after you got it. The wall. Me, that's me. Maybe, yeah. Jag forget this one here, dog. I forget. We were in a party. I'm not happy after like y'all wins. What the f- Dog, 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 dog. Yeah, I just feel not like him. No, I feel the one man. Stop. I think every goal, dog.
Win the Super Bowl this year. I mean,
Probably fucking not.
Okay, Mario, you see, I could go on the other account now. You okay, Mario? Hello, you okay? Yes, man. This man sleeping. Dog.